Hey guys, it's Zoe. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I installed this gorgeous green highlighted wig. If you want to see how I got this look and the iconic Ice Spice swoop, make sure you keep on watching and I'll see you in a sec.
Are you ready? Ooh, I know you see me standing here.
So starting things right off, this wig is from Wiggins hair. I've worked with them before and they are one of my top more affordable hair companies out there. I got the wig in a 16-inch 13x4 lace front, and as you can see, I was so excited because like, bro, look at this color. Like, I've never done like green hair before. I think this is literally my first time doing green, so when I did order it I was a bit scared, but like, look at the color, guys. It's done so well. It came pre-curled, the lace is transparent, it was gorgeous. The hairline had a little bit of a gradient going on, so like, I was just obsessed. I was so excited to install this. I just started things off by just combing through the pre-curled curls that were already in the hair, just so I can get a feel of the hair. As you can see, the color is nice, but I did have a few pieces of like brown ombre going on where the color didn't take on as well, but once I installed it, it didn't really bother me. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you are ordering this wig. So inside of the box I got a wig band, an edge brush, a storage bag for my unit, and I think that was pretty much it. As always, I bleached and plucked the knots off camera. I do have videos on that if you're interested. I used my 40 developer and my Jerome Russell bleach set. This is what the knots look like after I bleached them for around 45 minutes, and they took the bleach so well, guys. Like, this is pre-plucking and now this is after plucking, of course. The hair plucked very nicely. I did take a little bit longer with this because I wanted it to look like scalp, but it plucked beautifully. Once I plucked and bleached the hair, I just went ahead and blow dried the hair a little bit so I can prep it to straighten the wig. So anyone else's mannequin head just like flop around and just want to do its own thing, because mine was surely doing that. But anyway, once I dried the hair, I started straightening it, and tend to avoid using heavy products while I'm blow drying and straightening my wigs, just because I don't want it to weigh down the hair. So all I use is like a drop of hair serum and that's it, and it always gives me the sleekest, smoothest and silkiest finish. And this is what it looked like once I finished all my styling. I quickly went ahead and hot combed and parted it to my desire, and I used my wax stick just at the roots and edges of the hair. And I just need you guys to take a moment to appreciate my work. Like, I'm sorry, it's giving scalp and it's not even on my scalp yet. Like, I literally can't emphasize my excitement. But yeah, here's a little closer look at the color. It's green, but it's not offensively green. It's almost like a mint, almost like ashy gray green, which I like. So I wouldn't be too scared if you're not a big fan of like colors or anything. It's a subtle green. Moving on to the install, I just went ahead and tinted my lace with my foundation color. I used the Born This Way foundation in the shade Spice Drum. Once I did that, I put the wig on. As you can see, I'm really happy I went for the shorter length. Like, I don't know, like as of recent I've really been feeling short wigs. Like, it's just a vibe. It feels light on my head. It doesn't take years to style, and yeah, I'm just loving the short look at the moment. So anyway, I clipped all the sides of my hair, and then I grabbed some scissors and got rid of the excess lace on the side. I think I'm wearing a medium cap size. I always just get a medium and it tends to fit my head properly. Once I've cut the sides, I'm just adjusting the lace to make sure that it's lining up with my hairline correctly, and then I am taking my scissors again and cutting little tabs into the lace as always. For my glue, I'm using my Better Than Melt wig glue from Hair by Calais. I'll link it down below for you guys, and I'm just taking it on a piece of cardboard. I just be putting my glue on anything, so the cardboard was the victim today. But anyway, I determine where I want the glue to lay because I don't want my forehead to look too small or too big. So I just did that and then placed 2 to 3 layers of this glue and waited for each layer to dry completely clear before moving on to the next. Once I've laid down my desired layers of glue, I'm placing the lace back over the top and combing it through with my rat tail comb and really making sure that it's pressed down and adhered to my skin properly. I also like to use my hot comb. I don't think this does anything, but it just makes me feel like the glue's like melting in almost. So I just press down the hair and make sure everything is super, super flat. I went ahead and repeated the exact same steps to the sides of my head and the little corners and ear tabs by my ears. Once all of this is done, I take my Got2b hairspray and I spray just the sides of my head because like I always say, the sides of my wig always are the first to lift, and I don't know why. It's so annoying. So I have to have some extra strength on the sides. But yeah, once I do that, I'm taking my eyebrow razor and I'm just gonna start cutting off the lace. And once I cut off each section, I'm grabbing my foundation brush that I used earlier and just using the excess foundation that's on there to blend the lace in. You can see it really does make a difference and does make everything melt, and it helps get rid of that like casted shadow that you get with lace. So yeah, this is how that was looking. Loving the no baby hair look, but of course I'm me, we're gonna add baby hairs. But yeah, this is just an idea of what it would look like if I didn't do baby hairs though. I don't actually know what's going on here. I think I wanted to go for a middle part, so that's why I'm cutting these like face framing layers. Yeah, I don't really, yeah. Anyways, I'm now parting off the baby hairs. As always, I go from the middle of my brow to the sort of end of my eye. That's my usual guide for how like long I want my baby hairs to be. So I just part them off and twist each little section aside so I can focus on one piece at a time. I also take my hot comb and comb back any hairs that are like trying to interfere so I can really focus on just the baby hairs and the front of the hairline. Once that is done, I'm taking my eyebrow razor again and I'm just cutting the baby hairs to my desired length before curling them with a little mini hair straightener that I've got. I did a little sideburn that I curled a bit too much, to be honest. I would have skipped this part because on the other side of my head I didn't actually do it. So yeah, ignore the curly sideburn for now, please. Once the baby hairs are curled, I'm taking a light hold hairspray and I'm just spraying that on my edge brush and forming the baby hairs to my desired shape or whatever. I just play around and see how I want them to lay, and I kind of just let them do their own thing. Once I do this, I'm taking my hot comb again and I'm just combing any hairs down that are trying to do the most. Once I do that, I'm grabbing my Wiggins headband that came with the box and I'm leaving that on for about 10 minutes so that the baby hairs can settle down, and then taking it off to reveal this masterpiece. So okay, this is where I decided I wanted to do the Ice Spice sort of, you know the viral like video of her lip syncing, and like she has the swoop and the little like curled ends. Like that's the vibe I wanted to go for because I did have I feel like this wig is a similar length to the one she had, so I wanted to go for that look because I haven't done that in so long. I've only ever done it once in my life, and I felt like today was the appropriate occasion to do so. So I'm parting my hair to the side and grabbing my hot comb and laying that parting down as flat as I possibly can. Again, here's what it would look like if it's straight and in a side part. We're not going for that, we're going for a baddie who knows she's a 10. So yeah, I parted my hair in half and then grabbed my preheated hair straighteners and just kind of curled inwards as I was reaching the ends of my hair. Like you can kind of see the technique I'm doing. I'm keeping the rest of the hair as straight as possible, and then the last sort of inch of hair I'm curling upwards towards my face, and that's going to give you that lift and curve at the end of your hair that we're looking for. And I also made sure that I kept the hair straighteners. As you can see, I'm kind of like leaving it on longer towards the end so I can really get that curl to hold as good as possible, because this is a bit of a high maintenance hairstyle because the curls tend to want to drop out, so you really want to make sure you secure it with some hairspray. But apart from that, you're good to go. I'm just taking this little section at the front of my hair and just clipping that with some hair grips, so it's secure throughout the day, night, whatever I'm doing. And this is basically the end result, guys. I got so many compliments on this hair. I took pictures in this wig and I went out in it and everyone was like obsessed. I feel like it's giving Shigo, Kim Possible, but yeah. Anyway, all the details on this wig are down below. Make sure you give me a like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.